Hello, everyone, and welcome back to DNQ. Thank you so much for joining me again. Just me today. Tom will be back soon. He's gutted to be missing out on all of this MSG action, and that is what we're talking about today. We are talking through the third and fourth place playoff between the Solomon Islands and Fiji, a repeat of the final Group B match between sides who I imagine will be bitterly disappointed to be playing in this match rather than the final itself. We'll we'll get onto the Bula Boys shortly. But what we'll do is we'll start, I guess, by talking through the Solomon Islands semi-final stuff. Then we'll touch on Fiji, and then we'll speak about this third and fourth place playoff and kind of how we see it going out. The Solomon Islands, they have got to be gutted with their semi-final result against the Vanuatu B or development team, however you want to frame that. They'd had a good tournament so far, a win and a draw in the group against New Caledonia and Fiji, and potentially, I think, maybe viewed their semi-final game as the easiest on paper. But as we know, football is never won on paper. But as the team that kind of got through to the World Cup qualification final, the second best team in the region behind New Zealand, they didn't do enough, and they'll know that themselves, and they'll be disappointed with how it played out. Rafa scored the opener in their semi-final against Vanuatu B, his second of the tournament, which actually now puts him as the leading scorer in this MSG Prime Ministers Cup. But they were once again undone by a set piece, a fairly well-worked corner from the Vanuatu B or development side, and then a 70th minute equaliser. They pushed for the winner. The Vanuatu side even went down to 10 men, but they couldn't find a way through. Full time, the game finishes 1-1. It goes straight to penalties. Now, penalties is always a lottery, and unfortunately, they just came out on the wrong side of the result this time, which has seen them sort of miss out on the final and drop into that third and fourth place playoff that we're talking about today. Their opponents, Fiji, were edged out in their semi-final game against PNG, and the Bula Boys have got to be sick of the sight of PNG by now after losing to them already this year in March in the World Cup qualifiers. They lost that day 2-1. They lost this game 1-0. It was a 20th minute penalty by Nigel Dabinyaba for PNG that was the difference. Warasan in goal for PNG made some good stops to deny the Fiji attack. A great save in the last quarter to deny Christopher Wasasala, who should have scored. Sirataki Hughes had a good chance as well, but they couldn't find a way through. Lost the game 1-0. And that's how these two strong sides have ended up meeting each other in this third place playoff. The game, how do I see this one going? Not sure. I'm not sure. I think I fancy the Solomon Islands, and I think I'm going to base that off of the first game, the group game that these guys played against each other. That game finished 2-2. The Solomon Islands were 2-0 up in that game and had a level of control, but you know, we know about their sort of frailties from set pieces, and Fiji bounced back with 2 goals in the last half an hour to tie that one up. The game kicks off, I think it's 4 a.m. tomorrow UK time, so chances are I might miss that one. But I'm looking forward to seeing how it pans out. Gut feeling for me is Solomon Islands to edge it 2-1. And I think that's based off of the squad that they've brought to this tournament, the players that they have available. Rafa's in good form again in amongst the goals. Leia Alaf. And to be honest, I think they will be so disappointed with their semi-final performance and result. Part of their side will have a real sort of energy and enthusiasm to almost kind of put that one right, kind of put that result to bed with a good performance and a good result against Fiji. Fiji, as we know, have got Roy Krishna leading the line. He scored in the first game against these two in that 2-2 draw. Can the Solomon Islands keep him quiet? That's a huge question. I think he might score, but as I said, Solomon Islands to edge this one 2-1 for me. And yeah, we will see how it goes. Anyway, drop a like on this video. And the first thing that I want you to do, actually, throw a comment down there. How do you see this one going? We'll be joining you down there just to kind of get in and amongst the conversation as well. And we will see. Right. Like, comment. If you're new around here, give us a subscribe, and we will see you next time.